Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog. So today I am going back out in the field, going driving for dollars again. I'm on this whole driving for dollars fueled adventure for the next probably about a week or two, where I'm actually just going to go out and drive as many areas as I can and pick up as many properties as I can. My goal is between 5 and 12,000 properties. It's probably the largest list that I'll probably ever create, because this is not only going to be in my current market, but I'm going to be in other markets near the Charlotte metro area, as well as, you know, out in a different county that I'm actually going to start wholesaling in as well. What we're doing is we're taking little bits and pockets of certain parts of the city, and we're just going to call only those areas of higher I guess value as far as wholesaling goes. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast real quick and get going. So let's get this day started.
Told you not to call here. It's not for sale. Quit texting me and aggravate.
Alright, so I'm over here in my destination. I'm actually driving here in Charlotte. Most of you guys know that, or some of you guys that actually know me, I don't ever come into the heart of Charlotte to pick up properties. I don't wholesale out here. I try to stay on the outskirts of Charlotte. But I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, you know what? I want to pump up my numbers. I want to make more money. My goal for the next 12 months is to make $1 million in assignment fees. And I can't do that with my little market alone. In my market, there's only about 170,000 houses. And we were able to make around the last 12 months, maybe $210,000, somewhere around there. And while that's great, you know, my goal is $1 million. That's the real truth. I want to make $1 million in assignment fees next year. I want to make $1 million in assignment fees in the next 12 months. I know that might sound extremely far-fetched, like there's no way in heck you can do it, but my goal is to make the $1 million. You know what? Hold on, guys. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. I don't know how well you can see that house over there. That is a great distressed property right there. Overgrown. Looks like there's some mail in the mailbox. You got some other issues going on there. But yeah, I mean, $1 million in assignment fees is definitely possible. There's guys that do it in their own market, you know, and their market might not be that big. It might be as big as mine. Like, give you an example, Tom Kroll, I think his market is roughly maybe twice the size of mine. I think like 250,000 in the Port St. Lucie area. So I mean, the fact that he's pulling out $1 million out of that goes to show you. Obviously, also he spends a lot more money than I do on marketing. I think he spends like $10,000 a month, which I pray to be there one day. But you know, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do in order to make things happen. And like I said, my goal is $1 million. I'm pretty sure I'll make it. If I surpass it, I'll surprise myself. Here's something funny to make you guys laugh. So I was driving in a neighborhood and something hit my car and I thought I was getting shot at. It gave me the heart attack of my life. It was just an acorn hit my car. It was a humongous acorn. It looked like a rock. Hit the roof of my truck, and it was so loud. It scared the hell out of me. But yeah, I thought that would make you guys laugh. Oh, what the heck is wrong with this house? Oh, so it looks like a serious foundation issue. Oh my gosh. You know, you guys definitely have to see this. Check that out right there. Foundation looks like it's completely collapsing in on itself. If you look at the roof line, you see that bow? That's crazy. That is super crazy. I've never seen a brick house where that happens to it. Looks like LLC owns it. They bought it 2 years ago. Well, it looks like their updates ain't working out for them. Grant Cardone always says, your goals should scare you. And if you're not scared of your goals, then your goals aren't good enough. That's the true reality. Hold on. Here we go. This is a nice one right here. So if you guys are making goals out there that are like super attainable, you're doing it all wrong. Your goals should be nearly damn impossible to reach. I said to myself 14 months ago or 15, no. I said to myself 2 years ago, you know what? I want to be the largest producing wholesaler in my county. That was my true story. I said this. Now I won't say I am the top producing guy, but I'm one of the guys that always has deals. We've done a lot of deals in my area. Usually, I would say a lot of the deals that come out of the area that I'm in come from me. And I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm just showing you guys that your goals should scare you. You should want to be the biggest wholesaler in your area. You should want to be, the highest grossing wholesaler in your area, because those are the type of goals that are really going to produce something out of you. And just as an example, like let's say you say to yourself, I want to make $1 million in wholesale fees next year. In the next 12 months, I've never wholesaled in my whole life. Is it attainable? Can you really do it? Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, what if you, instead of making $1 million, you made $300,000 in assignment fees? You're gonna be like, damn, I didn't make $1 million, but at least I got to $300,000 in assignment fees. That's amazing. I wanted to make $1 million in assignment fees. That was one of my goals, but I didn't get there. But as close as I got, I'm like, dang, that's pretty good considering the fact I've only been wholesaling truly full time, like not doing anything else, not working a job, for exactly 12 months this October. So for 12 months worth of work, we pulled out $200,000, maybe 300. That's not bad. It's crazy how much things have changed and how productive we've been. And then those 12 months that I just did laid the blueprint for my next 12 months. Like, where are we going to be at in the next 12 months? Are we going to be able to pull out even, more deals? How are we going to pull out even more deals? Now I know how many people we got to contact, and I know how many people need to be targeted with marketing, what type of people. Every deal, your first, I would say 20 deals are going to be like the worst. They're going to be where all your experience comes from. It's going to be where everything you ever thought you knew about wholesaling, you're going to learn you didn't know anything about wholesaling, which is great. So make those high goals, try to reach those goals, absolutely, and scare the crap out of yourself with your goals. If you're not scared of your goals, your goals suck. I don't like to sugarcoat anything, because I want to be real with anyone. Dang, this house is messed up. Hold on. I hate sugarcoating. I don't like, hearing the easy. And what I mean by I don't like things being easy, I like to know, like, what's my perspective on everything is, what is the very worst or the hardest thing to do of anything? It could be, even wholesaling. What was the hardest thing that I had to do? I like hearing stuff like that because it prepares you. It prepares your mind, because it's not always smooth sailing. It's not always, sunshines, rainbows, and unicorns. You can expect always to have some type of failure or obstacle in your way, but knowing what those obstacles and failures may be ahead of time prepares your mind to be like, I need to research or figure something out. Like, What happens when you pick up a property under contract, but you got somebody that has to move? You know, what obstacles are you gonna find in that type of situation? Easy. Where are they gonna go? How much do they need? Do they need money to move? Do they have an idea where they're gonna move to? Those are all like questions that you'll have. I had them. And those are questions that you'll answer on your own, because find out how much it costs to move somebody. Call a moving company up. Say, hey, I need to move. You know, try what I do is rule of thumb is they're gonna generally move around 30 miles away from where they're currently at, within a 30-mile radius, so that your market that you're in. Call up a moving company. Hey, I need to move from Charlotte, North Carolina to Concord, North Carolina. I don't think that's 30 miles, but find out how much is it gonna be. $700, $800. Boom, now you got an idea what it's gonna cost you to move somebody in case you come across that type of situation. How much is a storage unit gonna cost? I'll tell you right now because I just did one. Oh, there's a nice vacant house right here. Hold on. In case you guys are wondering, I'm using Deal Machine. Throat's kind of scratchy this morning. I think it's just because of the rain. This house is vacant too. So, storage unit, what is it going to cost you? About like, I think it was $125 for the delivery, or $200 for the delivery, then $200 a month, and then $200 to re-deliver it. So I mean, that right there sucks completely, because let me get this guy from behind me. So I mean, even though those costs are, you know, they're all part of doing deals. You're gonna have to move somebody once in a while. You're gonna have to pay people every once in a while. My third deal with my partner, we had to pay a guy to move because he was living there for free. He didn't have any money to move, or so we thought. He didn't have any money to move. But I told him straight up, hey man, look, I can evict you, or I can turn around and give you this money. That way you can move out and, you know, you can just get out of here. $500. That's about the average cost of an eviction. So I mean, even though that's the average cost of an eviction, and yeah, I could have evicted him, it could have taken months. You don't want to deal with that. I mean, even now with this whole COVID thing going on, it would be really hard to evict somebody. You got to have a lot of like proof, and you got to do a lot of stuff to make an eviction happen. Oh, hold on one second, guys. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, that's a garage. I was trying to look and see if this house is vacant over here. But yeah, with this whole COVID thing, instead of worrying about, oh my gosh, you know, we can't evict these people, find out what they need. Make it count in the spread. You know, tell your seller straight up, look, you can either make the, you know, 50 grand right now, or you can wait 3-6 months, lift the eviction ban up, or you can pay their moving costs. You know, general moving costs are going to be about like $1,500, $1,500 to $2,000. Make the seller pay for it, because he'll pay for it. Because there's no choice. It's either wait a long time or wait a little bit. That's where it all comes down to. You know, you want to get this deal done now or later? And usually, you know, people are going to want to get their deals done now, so you shouldn't have much of an issue with that. So when you're driving around certain areas, especially if they got new builds like this is a $500,000 new build in this neighborhood. This is usually a great place to target land and houses, because, for example, in this neighborhood, you could pick up a piece of land for about $150,000 or a house for $150,000, tear it down, and build one of these big old monsters right here. That's how a lot of guys in Charlotte have made their money, by picking up properties like this. So don't pass up on in areas like this. When you start to see a lot of growth and gentrification, that's basically where this is at. This is in the hood, and it's gonna go for like 500 grand. So pick up houses like this. Don't be afraid of stuff like that.